Okay. So you're able to see, right? You're able to see my customer page.
Yes.
Okay. So in the last session, you guys have seen the account details are listed simply in the form of list, isn't it? And now you're able to see we have some data. You know, there are 5 records in the first row, and there are 4 records in the another row, second row, and you have pagination. You know, pagination functionality here, right? So your cursor here, you can navigate from one set of records to next set, right? And you will see the pages, the total number of pages out of total. We are in the third page, right? So there are total 17 pages. It's divided, and as you navigate, this number is increasing. And when you are in the first page, you don't see this the left navigation, isn't it? So this is what have been implemented. Okay, and few look and feel like the border and some background color has been added. Okay, we'll look into it. First thing, there is a separate module I created for pagination. There is a separate module. That module is been implemented in the search account list, search account result. I believe there is a component which will get all the accounts, isn't it? With a template for each, it displays the list of account. So there we included the pagination module as a child module. Able to follow, guys? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you see here, page navigation, there is a module, the new module. I will explain that module is added, and that module accept 4 different parameters. I mean, 5 different parameters, right? So, you know, 3 parameters you can say, because these 2 attributes are not accepting value. Then what else? Can you guess what is this 2 attribute, on previous, on next? What is, how do you refer this in LWC?
Events, sir.
I need the right name here, the term. How will you refer this?
Custom events, right?
Okay. The parent, what type of communication, in what communication you'll use this, right? So parent to child communication, I believe, or child to parent. What is this?
Child to parent only, we will be creating custom events.
Okay, so this is called a listener. This is called a listener. So when you dispatch an event from a new custom event constructor, then this is how, with a on keyword, prefix with on keyword, you can handle the you can perform some action. So obviously the custom event would be dispatched from page navigation, right? Child. The page navigation is a child. So it would dispatch, and we handle that in the parent component, isn't it? So this JavaScript function where you have written this function, where you will have the logic for this function, where the page navigation module or search result account module, where you'll have this, where you'll have this JS functionality, in page navigation or the search result account module, where? My question, right, all of you? You couldn't visualize what's happening. I'm just asking about the custom event. What scenario you'll use? Child to parent communication. Parent to child, you can go with @API decorator. Am I right? This custom event basically we use to communicate from child to parent. So this is my child component. This will dispatch the event, and using listener, we handle the event in the parent. So obviously this logic is going to be a part of a parent. Okay, so handle previous page, handle next page, isn't it? Handle previous page, handle next page. So this is part of your parent component. You would have written this, okay, here. So hope you understand what I explained. So the pagination, let's revisit the let's look into the page navigation. Yeah. So the page navigation, I mean this module, this is going to have these interfaces, which means the navigation icon, isn't it? Right angle bracket, and you will have some border, correct? And then you have a total number of pages, total number of records, okay, and then we have some dot static static one, and then page, and then which part of the page, right? And then total number of divided by how many numbers you get, that numbers is being updated here. So you know, right, when you pull the number of records, you can also pull total number of records, isn't it? Initially we don't have this pagination, we had only list of records. Okay, then how will you get the total number of records? How will you get the total number of records? You'll get the list of records, along with you need to get total number of records. Suppose you get 100 records, you know how to get 100 all the records, select name, rating, annual revenue, from account you get all the records. Okay, but I need total number of records as well. How will you do that? I need a two different set of data. How will you get that? One is a list of account, another is total number of records.
Count of ID.
Okay, I'll add one more details, then you guess. And I need some more details. In this page, you know, there are how many records you are seeing in a page? Can you see? In every page, how many records you are seeing?
9, right? 9.
9 records. So 9 is a fixed one. 9 is a fixed one, constant. So as a user, I'm deciding, okay, let's show up 9 records. If I would like to display 10 records, then each row will have 5 records. So you know, right? That is determined by the user. So I fix that number of records in a page. So for example, 9, then 9 divided by, I mean 148 divided by 9, you get a how many number of total number of pages. You get my point? Suppose there are 100, and each page you like to show up 10 records, then 100 divided by 10, the total number of pages will be 10. So these three calculation, you know, total number of records, and the constant divided by total number is going to be the total number of pages. So all these three data I'm going to calculate on the apex side. You get my point? So I'm trying to give you some, I'm giving you an opportunity for you to, think and give me some sort of, answers from your end. From apex, what I'm doing, I need a list of records. I mean, list of account records, and as well as total records. Isn't it? Suppose the list of records contains 100, then total would be 100, as well as I need total number of records divided by constant. In this example, it's going to be 9, isn't it? If it is 150, then 150 divided by 9. If it is 200, 200 divided by 9. You get my point? So all these three data I need to my LWC. I need them to my LWC. Can you please hold on for a minute? Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. So all these details I need to my LWC. Can you guess what is a what? How can I achieve this? See, if I need a list of records, which is
I
of
think you made
account
a
type.
limit on the query, Ranjit.
No, louder.
Yeah, you made a limit on the SQL query. So limit 10 records for the view. And
Limits and offset, of course, I'm going to use limits and offset. Of course, I'm going to use, because I need to get a set of records. I need to pass a limit 9 and offset, right? Offset 9
offset
multiplied
limit.
by 9 multiplied by 3. If I'm in the third page, ninth page, then 9 into 9. Something I need to pass. I'm sorry, I'm in the first page. Yeah. So like that, I need to calculate. Of course, I need an offset and limit. But my question is, how will you get total number of records alone? If you get a list of records alone, then where you will receive this list of account, isn't it? You get a list of records alone. I can get into this type of variable, correct?
Yes.
But what about this one? What about this one? Then what type of variable I can use instead of list of account? What I can use? If you need to get 3 different types of data from Apex, I need to get 3 different types of data, not just list of account record. List of account record, of course, I can declare a return type can be a list of account, isn't it? But how can you? What type of return type I can use to receive all these 3 different types of data? Guess, man, is very important in Apex. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, return of the total records.
Yeah. So get accounts, for example, the method name. Okay, and you'll have a query here, right? So, but in our case, I need a 3 different data. Then what type of return type I can have here? You guess my point, guys?
Number field.
No. After I disclose the answer, you would think like, oh yeah, you think like that. I need a wrapper class, man. Isn't it? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I need a wrapper
Yes,
class.
Ranjit. Yes.
You able to guess what I'm trying to say, guys?
Yes, we are able to.
Yeah, you need a wrapper class to achieve that. Okay, so let's show up that wrapper class for you. So this is a class we need, isn't it? So I think this is not the class. So it's Yeah, we'll see here. Customer result is a class. We are inner class, as inner class we declared wrapper class. Okay, you can also declare it as a separate class, or else you can also, I declared here inside the class, which has the 4 different parameters. You'll see here to receive the total number of records, to receive the total count, and page number, and the page size. Get my point? So the page number, right? Page number is page size is nothing but the number 9 in our case, which is going to be received in the form of a parameter. The page 9, you know, we'll pass from LWC, and which page number we are, that is going to be calculated from the LWC side as we navigate. Okay, so that is also one of the parameter we receive from LWC, and when we return the total number of records, total records, as well as the page size and the page number. So you'll see here, this is a you know, you see, yeah. Yeah, so the query is being dynamically built. You know, dynamic query, right? We'll use a database dot query, right? Query method. This query is going to be in the form of string, isn't it? And so the static query is here, right? The static query is here, and which is ordered by name, followed by, we'll have a limit, offset, the page size, and the offset. Okay, so offset is nothing but how many records you need to skip. So and offset is calculated, yeah, calculated here. So yes, the page, the safest page number, if it is null, then you consider like there's only one page, so nothing, there are only no number, there is no records, right? Then it's going to be just one page. If it is more records, then we need offset, we go for offset, isn't it? Then the safe page number -1 multiplied by the safe page size. Page size is nothing but the 9, the static size. Okay, that is already we accept in the form of parameter here. So right, then finally with the limits and offset, you build the dynamic query and you execute and the result. So before you return the result, the 4 parameter of the result, right? The 4 parameter of the result: page size, page number, total records, and total records, list of records, are being assigned to the wrapper class, right? So result dot page size, save page size, result dot page number, save page number, result dot total number of records. How you get a total number of records? Using the aggregate query. You'll see here, right? Aggregate query, select count of. So where it is, I already written here. Yeah, get count. Okay. Total records. Okay, we get this using the size method. Okay, we got the list because I just written some other method earlier. Then we replace this account, whatever total number of records you get. Then there is a list method size of, you'll get total number of records. So all these 4 parameters you assign to the wrapper class. Then we return it. Okay. Then over here in the JS, you get you'll see here. I'm sorry, in the pagination. Yeah, or in the pagination, we get all the yeah, or in the pagination, we pass the see here the total pages. All these values are in the form of at API, isn't it? Because this parent to child communication we included here, right? We included in search result .html, right? Over here. So you get the data from the Apex class, then you pass that data to the as a parameter, as an attribute, parent to child communication. We pass all these 3 parameters from the Apex class, along with the account data, From which module? From search account search result account module, right? So here you get all the data, in the form of in this, where it is, yeah, account search result connected callback. Get accounts, right? Get accounts is get every data here, and then you get it here, then over here account dot id, account data dot records, okay, and then account data dot total records. So that's how you refer the the wrapper class parameter, accounts dot data dot total records, right? And page number and page size, you see here, page number and page size are being calculated here, okay? So, and the static page size, I told number 9, right? The total number of records in a row is 9. That's what it's assigned here. You got my point? And so that's being assigned as a page size here. So if you like to show up 10 records here, you change it here, then automatically the each row will show up 5 records here. You get my point? Okay, and this minimum width, you see here, to the child component, the maximum width decides how many number of records can show up in a row. So this plays a major role actually. The width, the 220px width deciding how many number of records in a row. It is not equally divided, depends upon this width. So you can set the width of to the child component. For this component, I am deciding the the width. So what is the total width? So that decides how many number of records can be accommodated. Nothing else. You get my point? So you can also set the minimum width for the child component being in the parent in this format. You see, C is a namespace, right? Default namespace, account minus hyphen line item. Then minimum width you can set. Okay, and what else? The pagination, navigation. Okay, and this one, right? This symbol. So how it is being rendered here? This is absolutely from the icon, SLDS icon, utility chev on right and chev on left. You get my point? So you'll see here, right? And this will be rendered, if it is a first page true, then this won't render. If it is false, then it will render. Okay, so this is being turned off on over here. You get my point? So this being written 1, right? If it is equal to 1, you'll see here the size if false, and then if it is true, if it is having any data, right, then this will show up. If it doesn't have any data, this will become false. So depends upon the whether this property is having data or not. You get my point? This property is having data or not. Based on that, this particular icon will render. Initially it won't render, right? Because it doesn't have any data. It's undefined. Undefined means it's false. Then this will not show up. Okay, so that is how the icon is being displayed. Okay, and what else? Size 2, desired icon. Okay, that icon will bring the left button icon. Yeah, this class button left icon. I don't see any CSS for this, right? Okay, forget about. I think the border will appear as it is, and then size 8. Okay, size 8, size 2. Yeah, this is, this one is deciding. What is this actually? This is basically I am allocating the size 2 for this navigation icon, and size 8 for this this part, and again size 2 for this icon, right? So layout item size 2, layout item size 8, layout at rest, layout item size 2. Okay, get it? Any questions here? Any questions here? Will you go through this? I will upload this module for your reference. Will you go through this and get back if you have any doubt? Guys, are you able to follow what I have explained?
Yes, Sanjay.
Okay, so I already uploaded rest of the code. This part of the code I need to upload. Give me some time. I'll upload today before evening. I'll upload all this code in the same drive. Okay, in the same Zogo drive. So meanwhile, I would expect you complete it. Then you send me the screenshot, and you follow different look and feel, different colors, and you apply some look and feel. I just leave this part for you to implement. Okay, you add some look and feel better than what you're seeing now. This is absolutely very basic look and feel. So you try to give more look and feel. For example, here, unless you don't have a child record, don't show this label, right? Unless you don't have a child record, don't show this label. And give some radius here. Okay, and decide which type of, how you like to display these and if you like to apply any more filter, you add it. Whatever you feel like you like to enhance this, and let me know. And anytime you reach me for any queries, and give me a day this weekend at least. I'll give you a set of interview questions for you to practice. You go through, and let us have that group, our WhatsApp group as it is, so that we can stay in touch. Okay, so any queries, anything, you reach me anytime, you call me. You go through this and give me a time. Before EOD, I will upload all these codes, or update this code. I'm going to add one more program, page navigation. That's it. Rest of the code I'm going to update. Okay, and controller, everything I'm going to update. Any doubt, anything, you just call me. You have any specific?
Yeah, Ranjit. What is platform events, Ranjit? In general, it's a general thing.
Platform event, there is a, it's again a communication. Okay, it's again a communication part. You get you deliver the custom notifications and to any type of module. You can handle that. It's a kind of publish subscribe module only. It's a kind of one module is publishing, like LW is, sorry, LMS. Okay, like LMS. You publish it,
okay,
and the other module can handle it. So here the important thing is any type of module can publish, and any type of module can handle it. Okay, and honestly, I rarely use this in real time. For the training sake, in admin module, I covered this.
Okay.
So it's simply a process of communicating the changes and responding to event, and in publish subscribe model. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, well, it again works in the same way. We have a channel, we create an event. We need to create an event in a declaratively, in the setup menu. Then you can publish it using Apex, and you can handle it in the. You can publish it in the flows. You can publish it in the program, any type of API, and you can subscribe in the trigger. A lot of things you can do in platform event. You try it. There is a trailer module also is there.
Okay.
Okay then. Guys, you follow, right? Any queries, anything, you get back. Okay.
Sure. Many thanks, Rajit, for your guidance on
No problem.
all the topics.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajit. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thanks, Rajesh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.